This is a Ruger Super Red Hawk in 480. That's strange. I've never seen one of those with a fluted cylinder before. Wait, what? What's the deal with that? Okay, this is the 480 cylinder that came from this revolver. I don't know if you can tell or not, but this is the older one. That the first generation 480 that was 6 shots and had the gray finish. And they discontinued it for a while, and then they brought out in standard Red Hawk stainless colors, the matte stainless, they brought out a 5-shot, and the reason was because some people were complaining that the brass was sticking in the chambers on the 6-shot version, and so they made a 5-shot for a while, and then eventually they went back to the 6-shot. Now they've discontinued it altogether, and you can't find ammo for 480, nor can you find brass. Now there is a way to make your own, but you've got to be a fairly dedicated hand loader to be able to do that, and to even know how to do it. But anyway, last time I saw some for sale, it was like $8.50 per round. So that's, you could probably buy almost 577 Nitro Express for that. Well, probably not. That stuff is probably $30 a round, if not more. But anyway, $8.50 is pretty expensive, and I think the just the brass last time it was available was $6 per each or something. So what I've done here, it's unloaded. Already checked it, but as you can see, it works, and I checked to make sure it lines up and everything, and barrel to cylinder gap is not even that bad. Not bad at all, actually, but that doesn't really matter because of what I'm going to do here. So there is the 44 Magnum cylinder. Let's go ahead and put a couple of rounds in it and take it up on the range and test it. And what I'm going to do is, because it's still got the 480 barrel, and so what I'm going to do is I've got a couple of these 44 Magnum shot shells, and these are actually hand loaded. I bought the plastic cups. There's a way to do it without buying the plastic cups too, but this is what I did. And so we'll take it up there and test it. And I haven't tested this, by the way, but we're going to test it. The bore is hugely oversized for 44, and that's part of the reason I'm doing the shot. But if I had to actually do this, if this was the only gun I had, and I had to make it work, and I didn't have the way of making brass, or whatever, then what I would do is I'd take either 44 Magnum or 44 Special brass, and load it with 1 or 2 round lead balls of the proper diameter for 44. Which, the best way to do that, I think, would be, I think there is I've seen some 433 diameter or something like that round lead balls, and those will work, but they're uncommon. What is common is 440, and they're a little bit oversized, but not terribly so. So you would have to drill a hole in a plate of steel or aluminum or whatever to make a sizing die, or just if you already had a sizer die, like one of the Lee push-through sizing dies would be a good way to go for 44 caliber, which is actually 43 caliber. You could push those 440 round balls through it and easily size it to the proper diameter. And 440 round balls are common because that's what fits in a single shot 45 caliber muzzle loader. And so bullet molds for that are common too and inexpensive. So that's what I would probably do if I had to actually do this. But in reality, what I would do if I didn't have a way of coming up with 480 brass somehow or other, then I'd use this cylinder and I'd unscrew that barrel and screw a Super Red Hawk 44 Magnum barrel into it, which would completely convert it to a 44 Magnum. And never look back. 44 Magnum brass is easy to come by, and loaded ammo too. But and you know, if I did that, then I could use any 44 bullet. The only reason I say I would use round ball in this, if I had to actually use this, is because it would rattle down the bore and it would be inaccurate. But you know, being a round ball, it would be somewhat less inaccurate than a longer bullet, because round balls kind of stabilize reasonably well even from a smooth bore, and so it wouldn't matter too much. But anyway, if I had to, that's what I would do. And I'd also like to point out, as I noted at the beginning of the video, this has flutes. Not only does it have flutes, but it's not a Super Blackhawk cylinder. It's a standard Blackhawk 44 Magnum cylinder. So there's no difference. Oh, I wasn't aware of that until I checked. But a Red Hawk, did I say Blackhawk? Red Hawk. A Red Hawk cylinder and a Super Red Hawk cylinder are identical as far as fit and functionality. So let's take it up there and try a couple of these shot loads, see what they do. Wow. That was pretty good. So the shot loads definitely work. This trick would actually work better in a 45 Colt or 454 Casull because the bore size is much closer to the size of a 44. So I think I would still want to use round balls or shot loads, but even if you had some factory 44 loads, they might work okay in a 45 bore. I'm not sure I'd want to try factory loads in a 480, factory 44 loads in a 480. But anyway, the 44 mag cylinder did work with the shot loads. Thanks for watching.